Okay, so the viral hit opening dropped, and I've already watched it, so I'm not even gonna call this like a reaction, but this is like hardly an opening. They're just like asking people to skip this shit, right? Like, oh no. Of all the stuff we've seen, this is the thing that like makes me kind of worried the most. This is just episode 1. Like, this whole thing is just made out of stuff of episode 1. I mean, there's other stuff in here, like, you know, fights that are obviously not in episode 1, but like, for an opening, this is so like cheap. I'm so worried. Why is part of me is, I mean, it'll look cooler with credits over it, you know, but like, see, it's more than the first episode, but like, this is all stuff we've seen already, I feel like. See, this part's pretty cool. Honestly, if it was just like this style the whole time with just space for credits, like just like this, with just showing different characters, it would honestly be better than just showing a bunch of fucking clips of shit that we haven't even, like, of shit from the first episode. No one's gonna watch this past the first episode. It's so fucked. Maybe they just figured, you know, why spend money on an opening, you know, which makes sense, you know, you have a show to make, but it's like, right, why waste money on an opening, you know? I'm sure the show will look good, like this, like what we're seeing here looks fine, like it looks good. This is a cool part too. It's just like, it doesn't give me the best feeling for the series. It's very like cheap. Like, I feel like I could make this, like, this is like an AMV. I like the song. Gonna wake up. Come on, you have this as your song drop, and this is just what we do. This. Come on. You're telling me you don't have access to more than just the first episode of the show? Like, why? I don't know, man. I mean, it's kind of cool, but like, it feels so cheap. Like, the editing, like this, I could fucking do that shit right now. I don't mean to, you know, diss the editor of the opening. I'm sure this is all he had, you know, all they had to work with. It's not really a priority, the opening, but like, the opening is what people are gonna like look up, you know? I don't know, it just doesn't inspire hope. It doesn't inspire hope. The song does. And sometimes the visuals with it, like I like this part with Paco's face. I think this should have been in the opening. I think this should always be in the opening. But like, these are quite literally just clips from like the start of the series. It's pretty disappointing, and it's not a good look, I don't think. Of course, I think the story can sort of carry it if the animation is gonna be less than stellar, which honestly, it looks like good. Like whenever you see the show, like in these shots even, it looks good, but the issue is I feel like we've only seen stuff from like episode like 1 and like 5. Like I haven't, you know. Oh, I just realized I wasn't even recording the audio for the damn thing the whole time. That's kind of annoying. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, basically doesn't inspire a lot of hope. Normally when you see this kind of thing, it's because there's not a lot of money, and I feel like we could assume as much, that there's not a lot of money going into this, which seems kind of ridiculous considering this is like, let me just look it up, because this is just viral hit ranked #1 on Japanese line manga. #1 on, there's more than Tokyo Revengers, more than Lookism. Tokyo Revengers has a shit adaptation too. Lookisms is like a little bit better than like that. Well, like I hope you don't fucking hope it's not bad. This is the most doubtful I've been about this so far. Is this? I don't know why this happens. Let's see. You know what? Let's see. Producers. We got one producer. One. Slow Curve. Just one. And they've produced Bloody Escape. Bloody Escape.
悪いな。もう呪われている。
遠い町から出ることを禁じられた東京。そこに流れ着いた一人のサイボーグ。
サイボーグ。
ガードをしてほしいな。
Yes, what the fuck is that? Holy shit.
あなたの希望だから根こそぎ消し去るのみ。
This looks kind of cool. Okay, the effects not so much. You know what? At least this looks more alive. Like, who did this? Studios, Polygon Pictures. Like, they don't publish really stellar content now, do they? Even the studio doesn't seem to put out the most stellar content. Their highest rated show is Tomodachi Game with 76%. It's really not looking good for viral hit. It's looking like it's gonna be ass. And I don't mean to flip the script, but like, this is your opening is your opening is kind of representative of how much money you have. I feel like Windbreaker just came out, right? I'll throw up a little gif or something of the opening. But yeah, like, that's an opening with money. This is a series that needs money desperately, which I guess kind of fits the thing. I don't know why there's not more producers. I don't know if maybe they don't have faith in this like series, or maybe like I don't know. But it's not looking great. I mean, it was looking better when I was just seeing the footage of the show. But now, like, now the opening just shows off more of what we've already seen. I mean, it'll probably be cooler with credits, but like, it's pretty lame. These are cool at least. Honestly, if they just did like a thing showing all the characters, it would probably be cooler than just using clips like this. It's kind of annoying. It's like insulting almost. But I mean, I get it. You don't want to animate stuff just for an opening. They're trying to save money. My theory is that they're trying to like do more than just one season. Or maybe they don't give a fuck, right? Maybe they have a shit ton of money and they don't give a fuck. But it seems I don't know, whatever. Hi Gail. It's not looking great. But you know, there have been shows with good openings that suck. That turned out being terrible, like Magical Destroyers. You know, they have a pretty awesome opening. But like, let's look at the score. Let's look at the score of this show with an awesome opening. Maho Shoujo Magical Destroyers. Is this not what I typed in? 60% with a fucking cool ass opening like this. Everyone was hyped because this opening is fucking awesome. And then most people fucking hated it. I didn't even watch it, but I watched the first episode. But something with a cool ass opening like this, and it's 60% on like its ratings, at least on Analyst. So a good opening won't save you if your story isn't like good. And I think Viral Hit Story is very good, and I think it could carry it throughout most of its issues if it does have issues. But like, we know a good OP doesn't make a good show, right? Like even Hell's Paradise has this crazy ass OP. Like we got this crazy ass opening, right? The most beautiful looking opening you've ever seen in your entire life. But the show, while the show does have good ratings, the show suffers animation wise, and I feel like they should have just took the money from their opening, put it into the show instead. Save some money, you know. Don't rush your employees, you know. So I hope the Omen is reversed, you know. Bad opening, story is adapted well, and the visuals are good, because at least from what we're seeing from the actual show, it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. It looks like it's gonna look good. It is pretty annoying though. It is pretty fucking annoying. Maybe this isn't the only opening they plan on doing. It depends on how much they plan to adapt, but it seems like they might just adapt up to the Taehoon stuff, which is a bit disappointing if that's the case. It's not the strongest note to end on, but I mean, they're saving money, right? If this is to save money, if we're going with our original hypothetical here, maybe they'll do more than one season if this performs well. But like, this studio does not have a history of anime performing well. A lot of people are like, oh, it's really good, but I think the Japanese people are just very nice. Even though I think Japanese people are just very nice. I think Japanese people are just very nice. Because all the English comments I see, they're like, really? Just over the first episode? Like, I I kind of agree. This is not a good sign. But it means they're putting everything into the show, right? Not the little opening that people skip eventually, right? So maybe it'll be fine. Maybe I'm just tripping. Hey, am I tripping? Leave a comment down below. It'll let me know if I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm kind of worried. I mean, I'm a little bit of, I like to have faith, I like to believe that despite the way some things may look, things will be fine either way. I'm just worried is all. I'm glad they at least look like themselves. The Lookism cast kind of doesn't look like themselves sometimes. So I'm glad that's at least accurate. I'm just worried is all. Like, even the Lookism opening had more life to it, Like, even if it's kind of disconnected. But like, there's original animation in this opening, It's pretty cool. Like, it's more interesting at least than Viral Hit, even if like this kind of means nothing. Most of what you're seeing here doesn't even matter. Like, it really doesn't even matter. Like, this is a very forgettable opening, but at least it is kind of interesting, even if it is kind of fucking pointless. Just an example pulled from another PTJ tune, but yeah, it's pretty fucking useless. Let's look at another webtoon opening, Tower of God OP. This has a pretty crazy opening. Or maybe not. Actually, this is pretty cool. I remember this one being kind of cool. It's very simple, but at least it's kind of stylish, metaphorical. Never let you go. I remember that. That part goes kind of crazy. See, at least it's kind of intriguing, right? Like, what is the symbolism? Like, it's at least interesting, even if it's like, gosh, like, don't even get me started on Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is a different level, of like production, right? Like, it's crazy high production. We wouldn't get production like this for Viral Hit, but I was thinking, just something more, man. Like, obviously we're not gonna get a whole crazy ass Sakuga fight like this, not for Viral Hit, which is fine, but even when this OP is being less action focused, it's at least fucking interesting, man. Golly gee willikers. I don't know. I think this is not a great sign, and it makes me kind of sick, just a little bit.